American Dirt. Welcome everyone to the American Dirt Series, Big Block Modified Series, and 360 Sprint Car Series. Race night here. It is Friday night. I'm your host Tyler Isley. Joining me in the booth here on Speed Demon TV is Glenn Graham. What's going on, man?
Not much, brother, man. Ready to watch some action-packed race here with the big blocks.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a really, really fun night. Right now, we've got a lot of really good stuff getting ready to go on. Just currently watching through the practice session and seeing where everything's at. So, Glenn, for you, you've been here for the last couple of weeks. Why don't you fill us in on where we're at right now, so far in the season, and how everybody's doing?
Well, right now, man, I actually just started with these guys broadcasting them last Friday. Mark jumped me up here wise and wanted me to get him to help him out, give these guys some show time. Supposedly on the scene, what I've hearing lately is Garrett Boyd has been on a tear. He is your points leader right now, coming into week 5. Very strong dominance as we look here wise in the points. See here real quick for you guys. Garrett Boyd has really close battle here with Shane James, who's actually right now fastest in practice right now. But close battle about a 3-point gap. Ain't too much. Ain't like that could literally flop spots tonight. Because I know Garrett didn't have a great race last week. I think he got out early. Car was damaged. And couldn't come back to be able to gather some points here, which kind of sucked for him.
Yeah, you take a look below them, you got Mason Hannigan, who doesn't look like, at least I have not seen him at this moment, doesn't look like he's here, but Mason Hannigan is currently third in points. And you got Adam Davis. Buddy Ware, who I don't know if you touched on it, has had a really, from what I've been told, has had a really rough time. I'm kind of filling in tonight. He's had a rough time the last few weeks, and so trying to bounce back. The top 5 or 6 really are not too terribly separated. I mean, 40 points. Not sure how many weeks are left in the season, but 40 points could be made up, and at any given time. I don't just have to see what all transpires throughout the rest of the season.
Actually, give you an update on that. So we are at Volusia tonight. They have 4 more races to end the season for the big blocks.
No, they don't, because they're at USA right now. They have.
Sorry, I saw my.
They have 6 races left, so I mean it's very possible. 40 points is really. 40 points is not terrible by any means in terms of getting back in the ball game with 6 races to go.
We're gonna ride right now. We're right on board with the points leader right now in practice here. Garrett Boyd running that number 21 Speed Demon lead block around here. Give you guys a little bit of look at how to get around here more or less. Actually, let's give you a blimp cam here, make it easier. There we go. Give you guys a good prospect of him going in the corner, like in the corner here for you guys. So what do you say here, Tyler? He's running a good line there.
I need to get on Boyd here in just a second.
I'm running blimp cam, by the way, so it gives you a better aspect.
I think he's got a pretty solid line. It really kind of just depends. It looks like the track's slicked off pretty good so far through practice, so it'll be interesting to see. Some of the guys who got in here early are probably going to have better times. We'll see what happens as it adjusts throughout the course of the night. Taking on. It looks like we got about 10 seconds left to practice, and then we begin our qualifying session for the night. And looking forward to Just seeing what kind of racing we have throughout the night. Honestly, I mean, this is kind of going to be exciting. Obviously, practice is just closing up now.
And the fastest driver in qualifying was Shane James with a
21:79.
Exactly. It's going to be close.
All right, here we go.
Close.
Qualifying set to get underway here for the American Dirt Series.
See if we can ride aboard somebody here. We'll go with Jacob Doik here.
Yep, Jacob Doak coming out on the track here at the moment. He was the first car we saw out on track, so he is going to be we take a look at here. Through 1 and 2, takes a higher line, trying to ride around the cushion. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. We'll see what his first lap puts up. It will be the quick time for the time being. First lap complete. Again, top of the charts at 22:52, 22:52. Steven Fergberg was up there. Cody Kelly sets quick time. As we've got 6 cars with laps complete along those guys. Cody Olson, Kevin Forcier. Buddy Ware goes quick time, 22:50, 22:50 for the 17 of Buddy Ware. Kai Matthews up to the top of the board. He sets a time of 22:32, but Garrett Boyd goes second quick now at 22:39. Move around, look at Kai Matthews, see if he can have an answer. Shane James. Yeah, Shane James just takes it. Kai Matthews back to the top, 22:25. Shane James down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Riley Stewart goes second. Quick, Shane James out of 3 and 4 though. James does not get any better. That was a 22:45. So Kai Matthews stays top. Riley Stewart out of turn number 4 to complete his second lap. No faster, 22:57. Adam Davis doesn't get any quicker. He's going to stay 4th quick.
Only 2 people.
Steven Lindlow looked like he didn't make it, and Cody Keller looks like he's just taking some hot laps here. So as of right now, Kai Matthews is going to be our pole sitter. 10 seconds to go. Wheeler, Patrick Coluccio, like they're. And with that, we will move into our heat races this evening. Kai Matthews, quick time here in the Big Block Series.
Alrighty, guys, we're getting into the heat race number 1 here. Your first heat race, I'm going to give you the grid here for you guys. Your first heat race is going to be Kyle Matthews on the front row here, followed by his teammate, Shane James. That's ought to be interesting. Your points leader, Garrett Boyd, will start 3rd. Steven Lindow will start 4th. Buddy Ware will start 5th. Kobe Collins will start 6th. Cody Olson will start 7th. And rounding at the rear of the field here in the heat race number 1 is Steven Fergberg.
All right, it looks like we're just waiting for Shane James and the 1 to grid up here. And there it is. So the teammates starting on the pole here this evening in heat race number 1. And then we look at, again, as you said, Garrett Boyd and Steven Lindlow starting in row 2. Row 3, Buddy Ware, Colby Collins. Row 4, Cody Olson, Steven Fergberg. Should be a very, very good heat race here.
It looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. This time by. The pace truck we're dropping will be going green next time by.
Yep. So here we go. For heat race number 1 at USA International.
Oh, we weren't. Maybe a delayed green there.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Looks like they're going to have 2 pace laps here.
All right, gentlemen, I want to go this time by.
Ooh, my bad.
I got the picture. Leader, nice consistent pace speed till you fire. This initial start is on green. Drivers, no more than the car in front of you.
Forgot to take off audio. My bad, guys.
Oh, it's all good. It's good to hear, though. Race control, you heard you coming over the radio. Stay at pace speed and go on green. So. Here we go. Pace truck should be pulling off this time. Kai Matthews, Shane James going to lead him to the here in heat race number 1. Pace truck pulls off, and we got a car around already. Not going to go green. Caution should come back out. And it does.
I'm going to go back here and see what happened there. It looked like somebody not go or just...
Yeah, not fully sure. It looked like Lindlow got...
The 24 of Kobe got into him. I think he just was expecting him to, I guess, go.
Yeah, that was...
All
right, so a rough start to the heat races, but they'll give her a go here.
Green flag will be out this time by. Here we go.
Yeah, green flag out. Kai Matthews takes him into turn number 1. Through 1 and 2. Matthews should have the edge over James. And he does through 3 and 4. Kai Matthews leads lap number 1. Looks like Buddy Ware trying to make a move here on Shane James.
That actually be Garrett Boyd there.
Or correction, Garrett Boyd. That was my mistake. Buddy Ware up to 4th though, right behind Garrett Boyd. Matthews continues to lead. He's got about 3 car length advantage over James and Boyd. They move forward. We'll take a look back. Buddy Ware, you can see him running right around. Here's there's a battle, a 3-wide battle for 6th place between Lindlow, Collins, and Fergberg, which falls off to Fergberg all the way into the back.
Contact. We got
caution out for
Stephen
a crash. Yeah, Stephen Lindlow goes around in turn number 1 there. Not sure what happened. It just looks like the right rear.
Oh no,
was given.
No, the 24 of Kobe Collins got the right rear and connected with the left front of Stevens there.
Yeah.
See you on pit road now as we go back to the front here.
All right, so we got 5 laps to go. Our second caution, well, technically our first caution of the heat race. Green was delayed due to an accident pre-green flag. And with that, it'll be Kai Matthews, Shane James, Garrett Boyd. Starting 1, 2, 3, looks like they're going to be. Here we go. Green flag coming back out this time. Kai Matthews, Shane James, 1, 2, Garrett Boyd, and Buddy Ware Well, Cody Olson, that is your top 5. Pace truck. Off, and they're green again. Matthews, a great jump. Into turn 1 and 2. Guy Matthews pulled away here. Shane James and buddy Garrett Boyd trying to battle here. Second place would start third in the feature event here this evening. 3 laps to go now. James tried to get around the inside of Matthews and took a peek at least. Garrett Boyd looks like he's going to try to make a run to the outside of Shane James. James able to hold him off, running a very, very solid line through the inside. Oh, and it goes over! Shane James hits the grass going into turn number 1, and he turns over. Looks like Steven Fergberg got collected in it, and we'll have to take a look at that.
That was intense. He just hit that inside berm, and it caught him.
Yeah, and Fergberg had nowhere to go. Not a...
That's 2 weeks in a row for Shane's having a rough night in the big blocks.
Yeah, that's a... Yeah, that was a huge wreck here at USA. One of the bigger ones you'll see in a big block race. So with 3 laps to go, we'll get another restart. That moves Garrett Boyd, Buddy Ware, Cody Olson up to second. And Colby Collins is going to be your fifth place driver. So pace truck should be coming out here this time. And it does. Matthews, Boyd, Ware on the pedal here one more time. We go green with 2 to go. Guy Matthews gets a good 2 car length advantage, and he's going to pull away down the back straightaway even. Down in a 3 and 4. All alone here as he takes the white flag here in heat race number 1. Garrett Boyd gonna try to make something happen. It's not looking like it's going. Matthews pulls away once again down the back straightaway. And barring a last gasp effort from Boyd, it's not gonna happen. Kai Matthews out of turn number 4. He's gonna win heat number 1. Garrett Boyd's gonna come across second. Buddy Ware third. Cody Olson fourth. Colby Collins 5th as Matthews goes up and over after the start-finish line. And missed the rest of the finishing order from heat number 1.
Alrighty, guys, as we go into heat race number 2, your pole sitter for heat race number 2 will be Riley Stewart. Behind him, starting on the outside of him, will be Adam J. Davis. Jesse Atkins will be starting 3rd. 4th will be Cody Kelly. 5th will be Jacob Doik, or is it Doak? There, Mr. Icy.
Yeah, Riley Stewart getting had a really good qualifying run. Set quick time before being passed by Kai Matthews. So going to be exciting to see if he's going to be able to run through it and go flag to flag just the way that Matthews did. So it looks like they're going to go green.
The starting 6th will be Mason Lynn. 7th will be Kevin Forcer. I might be saying your name wrong there, buddy. And Brett Wheeler will be starting 8th to round out heat race number 2. Here's starting lineup. As we're under green with a shaky start there.
Yeah. Here we go. Riley Stewart down into turn number 1. Is he going to take the lead? He does. Pulls up in front of Adam Davis. And here they go down the back straightaway. Looks like the bumper from Cody Kelly down the back stretch. Lap number 1 in the books. Riley Stewart leads it. Adam Davis giving him all he can handle, though, early on. Cody Kelly around the outside of Jesse Atkinson. Atkinson on the 127. Looks like Kelly's going to have that 3rd place spot, or at least the advantage for 3rd, going into 3 and 4. Riley Stewart riding right up around the cushion. Off of turn number 4, leads lap 2 just as well. Cody Kelly got around Jesse Atkinson there. And now he's going to start setting his eyes on Adam Davis, who Davis looks like Stewart had a tough exit out of turn number 2. Davis with a slide job into 3 and 4. Adam Davis takes the lead. Will Stewart be able to have it back here? No, Davis leads lap number 3. 5 laps to go here in heat race number 2.
Oh, contact.
And Cody Kelly goes around, and that's going to stack him up. Kelly upside down. And Kelly's flipping down the back straightaway.
Go back and look out, see that happen there. It looked like the Jesse Atkins got in the rear of Cody Kelly, and it just trickled down everything there.
Yeah, Kelly and Mason Leon both go up and over in that accident, so that should take. Definitely took Leon out of it. I think it's going to take Cody Kelly out of it.
I will say, though, before that caution happened, it checked it all up. They were 3. Adam J. Davis, Riley Stewart, and Cody Kelly were 3 wide down the front stretch on that lap. So that was some insane racing by these guys, and they never really touched either. So that's good sportsmanship on these guys, too.
Yeah, some of the best dirt racers around here in the American Dirt Series, and they just showed it there down the front straightaway. So it is going to be Adam Davis and Riley Stewart, 1 and 2. It's going to be Jacob, or is that Jacob?
Yep.
Let me see. That is Jacob Doken 3rd. Kevin Forcier 4th. And Jesse Atkinson in 5th.
Actually, it might be, no. Cody's going to be in 5th. Atkinson.
Cody Kelly does get 5th place. So he'll take another lap around.
He might be able to salvage a finish out of this. Cody Kelly might.
See how much damage.
Yeah.
He'll be going green next time by here. All right, pace truck. Going through 3 and 4. At the end of turn 4, we'll turn down the pit road. It will be green again. Adam Davis, Riley Stewart, Jacob Doak, your top 3 as we go back green. Adam Davis down into 1 and 2. And out of turn number 2, he's got about a 3 car length advantage. Here we go. Davis with 3 to go now. Making his way around. Not sure. Looks like Mason Leon got back out onto the track.
Oh, wreck. We got a huge wreck.
2 to go.
We got a huge
Cars
wreck.
around and Kevin Forcier upside down.
Let me go look here, Ross. All I saw was a car flipping out the backside.
Yeah, that was... Looks like it was Forcier that went up and over. That car is destroyed.
Looks like a little bit of looks like Cody was trying to check up, and they got together there. And then led to, of course, they're just rolling.
All right, so when we go back green, we'll have 2 laps to go here. Adam Davis, Riley Stewart have been your top 2 the whole time. Stewart was your pole sitter here for heat race number 2. Jacob Doak and Jesse Atkinson running 3rd and 4th right now, both of them having a pretty solid run here in the heat race. As Doak is up 2 spots, Atkinson actually is dropping a spot. Brett Wheeler up 3 spots in 5th. And here we go. Going to be 3 to go. 2 to go as we go back green. Pace truck's off. Davis takes off. Down the front stretch, Adam Davis gets a really good jump on the restart. Advantage 1 and 2. Riley Stewart in 2nd. And Jacob Doak 3rd. Those 3 have kind of pulled away a little bit from those trailing, as Jesse Atkins is about a 10th or a 2nd and a quarter away right at the moment.
We got a battle
down the front straightaway. Stewart and Doak were side by side off of not anymore. Stewart pulls back away, and with the white flag out, Adam Davis looks like he's home free to get heat race 2 in. Anything in turn 3 and 4. Takes the low line to protect. Out of turn number 4, Adam Davis is heat 2 winner here in the big blocks. Riley Stewart 2nd, Jacob Doak 3rd, Jesse Atkinson 4th, Brett Wheeler 5th. Mason Leon comes back to get 6th after flipping in earlier on in this heat race.
Oh, we got to do warm-ups. A little bit of warm-ups for these guys.
Yeah, they got a 5-minute warm-up here, and with that, we'll take a moment here to make our picks for tonight's race. So I'll let you go ahead and lead off.
I mean, I'm not gonna pick on Kyle Matthews, but I mean, he's good. He'd be a good favorite. I was seeing something into that run. I'm gonna pull Garrett Boyd. In that heat race, I feel like he had a little bit more speed than Matthews did. Who are you gonna pick there, Mr. AC?
Well, I think the guy to go with obviously would be if we're wide open. But just like you said, Garrett Boyd was really good. I liked what I saw from. I got completely lost here. I really liked what I saw from Adam Davis, and during his heat race run, that 112. I think he's going to be one to watch throughout the course of the event. He looked like he got faster. We didn't really get to see a longer run or a multi-lap run really throughout the heat race or the second heat race. So we'll just see where everything is at. But Matthews or Davis would probably be the pick I'd make.
We got about, I'd say about 4 minutes left in warm-ups here.
Yeah, and with 3 minutes left, Glenn, why don't you go ahead and go over tonight's feature event?
All right, I believe these guys have 40 laps. I didn't get to tally on that, but just give you a little racing info around the racetrack here. So I can read this. We're going to be at USA International Speedway here tonight. This track is this is in kilometers. I haven't been able to fix that. But short track here, nonetheless.
Oh, I can fix that problem.
Yep, if you can tell me how to fix that later on, we'll fix that.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be a good race here at USA. A little short track, I believe quarter-mile racetrack here. 40 laps is distance. Right now, as I'm seeing it, I believe your front runners will be Kyle Matthews and Adam J. Davis on the front row. Starting here, wise, we'll figure out here real soon. I'm terrible at talking here, man. I'm an idiot.
No, we're all good. Just like I said, trying to fill some time as we don't have. We should be coming close here to the end of the warm-up session. Maybe another minute and a quarter to go.
Crazy enough in warm-up though, there's a new person on the board right now. Running. I mean, I know the leaderboard's messed up right now. Steven Fergberg is second quickest in warm-ups.
Yeah, Fergberg having a really solid warm-up run here.
And for the time, he's only 4/10 off of Kyle Matthews for best lap in warm-ups. He might have found something in his heat race.
Yeah, we'll see. About 30 seconds to go, it looks like everybody's going to time out here. In the warm-up session, then we will be set to go over the grid here this evening. We know Kai Matthews, Adam Davis are your top two and will be on the front row.
Is that in the
all right
the warm-ups there?
And now
Hey guys.
all right, it is time for your starting lineup here in the American Dirt Series Big Block Modifieds feature event this evening, USA International Speedway in Lakeland, Florida. Here's your starting lineup. Kai Matthews and Adam Davis on the front row. Garrett Boyd, Riley Stewart starting row 2. Buddy Ware, Jacob Doak, row 3. Row 4 has got Cody Olson and Jesse Atkinson. Row 5 has got Colby Collins and Brett Wheeler. Stephen Lindo and Mason Leon in row number 6.
As we see here, guys, row 7, you're going to have Steven Fergberg and starting 13th. 14th would be Cody Kelly. 15th would be Shane James starting from the rear, having a bad heat race. Hopefully he can recover. Starting 16th, and the final spots will be Kevin Forcer.
All right, a 30-lap main event here this evening at USA International. Shane James, will he be able to get back up towards the front of the field here this evening and save a night on points?
I think just the top 10 will save at least some points.
All right, here we go. Pace truck pulls off. Leaders will go on green. Green flag in the air. Kai Matthews and Adam Davis take off down the front straightaway and into turn number 1. Kai Matthews out front. Davis falls in line behind. Riley Stewart trying to battle it. We've got a caution. Cody Olson went around in turn number 1. Looks like he got tangled up with the inside wall and spun around
by
and
the 24 of Kobe Collins there. Again, guys, while we're under caution here at the beginning of this race, hopefully going smooth green after here. We want to give a big shout out to the sponsor, Speed Demon Setups, for giving the sponsor for the big blocks. Also, as well as your later on feature and heats of the 360 wing sprints coming up here after this invocation here. As these guys are getting ready to line up here wise. Pace trucks lights are still on, so we're probably going to be one more to go here after this. So we never really talked about this icy when we were talking about this for the warm-ups. How is it going to play in factor for these guys later on in this run? If it does go a solid green run, how does it gonna factor lane choice when the track's gonna slick off?
Well, I mean, if you look at if you look at the way turn 1 was just a moment ago, you kind of see it's really slicked up for. And then in 3 and 4, I can only imagine the same. I think they're really going to the track. We saw that throughout the heat races anyways. I think we're going to continue to see it. You can see right there in 3 and 4, it slicks off from the high side. I mean, they're really going to have to ride up towards the higher part of the track. Let's see what comes of it, as it looks like the pace truck pulls off down pit road. We're going to go green once again. Kai Matthews takes off down the front straightaway. Into turn number 1, Matthews with the lead. Garrett Boyd, how about the slide job he put on Adam Davis? Put himself in second place. Davis going to try to slide him back. Not going to have the move completed by the time they get out of turn. Kai Matthews out front. 25 to go. Correction, that was all messed up. It looks like it's 28 or 27 to go. Down into 3 and 4 once again. Boyd has fully cleared Davis into second place, and Riley Stewart finds himself back and getting with his back bumper full of that 17 of Buddy Ware. Ware takes to the inside of Riley Stewart, and caution on the track.
Looks like Cody Olson.
Cody Olson went around again. We'll take a look here. Oh, looked like the 90s Kevin.
Oh, man.
Up the track, and Olson jumped the right rear of that car and goes up and over.
Olson not having a good race so far tonight.
And not the situation that Olson thought he'd be in, being involved in the first two cautions of the evening.
As we see right now, Shane James has moved up 4 spots right now. Biggest mover so far I'm seeing is Cody Kelly in 10th and Shane James in 11th.
Yeah, Shane James, Cody Kelly both tied for the I guess what we give a hard charger award here.
Actually, we do with these boys. I just figured that out tonight, tonight on their page. They do give a hard charger award. I believe last week was Arborlis. I think that's how his name is pronounced. He was a hard charger last week.
All right, doubling up once again, set to go green out of turn number 4. Matthews, Boyd, your front row. Base truck's off. Green flag's out. Matthews. Huge jump down the front stretch.
Boyd had a great start off at 2. He wasn't a slouch on that. Oh, maybe getting. Oh, trying to work Matthews over here.
Yeah, Garrett Boyd right on his back bumper here as a potential slide job. Buddy Ware. Or correction, Garrett Boyd up to the top. Not going to have the top spot though. Kai Matthews crosses him over, and a caution once again. Deep window.
Yeah, Brett Wheeler too is a big one. Oh, man.
We'll take a look here.
Get a better look at that, guys. I'm sorry here. That was a lot of wad-up cars there.
Yeah.
Looks like Brett tried to at least check up. Yeah, the 96 of... The 90, I can't remember who it is, the 96 is. I think that might have been Wheeler. No, that ain't Wheeler. I'm trying to think who that was.
So caution number 3 here in this main event for the big block modified internet. Remember to stay tuned after this race. They will follow up with Sprint Car Series at Volusia Speedway Park in Barber, Florida. It's going to be a great show they put on with the 360 series. Excited to see what happens this evening.
I believe the caution lights are off on the pace truck here, as they will be going green this time by.
Yep, pace truck off, out of turn 4, green flag back in the air. Matthews easily clears Boyd into 1.
Oh.
Boyd though cuts back underneath. Not going to have the position. It looks like, oh, he actually stays right up with him. I thought he was going to not have momentum. And in a 3 and 4, Boyd
might take
not going to slide him. He is going to lead the lap though. Garrett Boyd leads with 23 to go.
Oh,
Boyd
ooh.
not going to slide him here either. Looked like he thought about it.
Here's the bad part here, and I actually heard this first from Mr. Matthews himself. He actually doesn't like running the top side. He just, it's not his strong point.
Yeah, Garrett Boyd, now the new leader here, 22 to go. That 21 is bad fast right at the moment. Right around the top, Boyd should have Matthews back circle. Clears about a half a car length. In the 3 and 4, it looks like Adam Davis is trying to get himself into the mix. In a 1 and 2, Boyd really high. Davis almost tried to take a peek underneath. Still might. Just going to fall in the line. Davis looks like he's going to be in line for second at the moment. Matthews just cannot get the bottom to work the way he really wants it to. Out of turn 4, Boyd, Davis, number in P2, and it looks like Davis is going to have him cleared.
I feel like the bottom's wore out. That's what's kind of hurting Matthews right now.
Well, you can see it. The bottom of the track is really slicked up. Racetrack, that is the slicker.
Yeah, it's got some
Really
side-by-side battle here. Wow!
Oh, 3 wide for the lead. Matthews gets the worst into that. He got a little bit of the left rear of Davis.
Oh!
Davis with a slide job. Boyd runs right in the back of him. Adam Davis out front. Can't think Boyd's going to be too happy about that one. That was definitely a... it's a little early to be making a move like that. 19 to go. Davis back up. Boyd. Davis going to try to slide up in front of Boyd again. Boyd's going to crotch down under.
3 wide. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
And these guys are getting really dicey up in the front. Boyd, once again, they're also letting the 17 of Buddy Ware, the 13 of Cody Kelly.
Look at Cody Kelly, man. He is making a
Garrett
move.
Boyd back up. Cody Kelly, yeah, he's the biggest mover right now. 10 spots on the night, up to 4th. Shane James up to 6th, by the way. He's up 9 spots. Trying to make it 10. He's going to go up to 5th as he gets around Buddy Ware. Garrett Boyd, your leader. Adam Davis trying to make a move out of 3 and 4. Davis is going to have the lead as they cross the start-finish line, but Boyd's got it back in the 3, or in the 1.
This is some
Matthews
close
trying to find a way
right
to get
now.
around these guys too. A very, very exciting race up towards the front at the moment. 16 laps to go, and there goes Adam Davis to the bottom. Not going to slide up in time. Not going to be able to slide up. And Boyd's going to lead the lap.
Oh, little contact there going into 1 between Adam Davis and Boyd there.
Yeah, and look who's up in the mix already. Shane James up to 5th. Trying to make a move on Cody Kelly here. Top 5, you could throw a blanket over all of them. They are really driving the wheels off of their big block modifieds this evening. Shane James trying to get around Cody Kelly.
Boyd in the
Garrett
wall
Boyd with a bobble through 1 and 2. Still got to run to the outside of Adam Davis. What a race we've seen so far. Matthews, Shane James up to 4th. Trying to make a pass for 3rd here.
He's trying to get 2 for 1.
James almost made the same mistake he made in heat number 1, going down to the... Almost tipped the car up and over once again. Garrett Boyd down into turn 3. Trying to get a move and get around Adam Davis once again. Davis leads the lap. 12 laps to go. You think they're battling like it's the last 5.
Oh, yeah.
Kai Matthews in 3rd. It looks like Shane James is kind of falling off. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. Now he's to the outside of Matthews. Shane James trying to take 3rd place away. That would make him currently the hard charger this evening in the big blocks. Plus 12. He gets him clear. What a run for Shane James so far. All the battling behind, though, has let Adam Davis pull away with in the 3 and 4. About a 6/10 of a second lead at the moment. See if Boyd or James can make anything happen and get back to him.
We got a 3-way battle for 2nd right now.
Yeah, you can throw 2nd through 4th on our blanket. At one point, all the top 5 were 2nd. That's not anymore. Looks like Matthews and James are having a little bit of a battle. Boyd looking around, trying to find anything as Adam Davis is pulled away with 9 laps to go here in the big block feature. "21 laps in the books in the 112 out front." Garrett Boyd still searching, trying to find something. Same with Shane James. Looks like they're not really making any time. The gap stayed about 2nd few laps. Looks like whatever Adam's doing out there, it's working to hold everybody off for the time being. That lap as well, 6/10 of a second was the gap. Shane James trying the high side. He looked like he got in the wall. Kai Matt falls back to 4th. Six laps to go here from USA International. Garrett Boyd down to the bottom. He is trying. It's still 6/10 of a second. Make that about 3/4 of a second. And that lead is now growing.
As you say that right now, Kyle Matthews is battling Boyd for second here.
Yeah. Matthews trying to use the top lane. It's just not quite working the same way it was earlier in the night as Boyd and really Davis. They've kind of found a similar line, right? Matthews all the way to the back bumper.
Oh,
Matthews
little
in
bobble.
the wall and one. Thought he was going to go over. Then having, again though, they're just not gaining any time. Gap's almost a second now to Adam Davis.
3 to go this time by.
3 laps to go for Adam Davis to get a win here. Taking a look, this would be Davis's first win of the season with the win here tonight. 2 to go. And the lead continuing to grow. Now up to 1.2 seconds between Davis Matthews trying to find, catch, and pass Garrett Boyd, but with a white flag in the air. The only thing Davis wants to do is coast it around and take the checkered flag.
Matthews might get it off his corner.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. Matthews and Boyd are going to battle for second place. But through 3 and 4, Adam Davis is going to come out and win his first race of the season in the big block modifieds.
Good close battle there for second between Garrett Boyd
and
Kyle
Boyd
Matthews.
Comes across in second. Kai Matthews third. Shane James, the heart of the night in the big block, goes from 15th to 4th. Cody Kelly second in line for that position. He goes 14th to 5th. In his 13 machine.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna bring Mr. Davis up here.
Yeah.
Gotta wait for him to get in Discord because he's not in Discord right now.
Yep. And once that's done, we'll get him in here. I guess we will start with our third place finisher this evening. Kai Matthews, a third place finish, and after taking quick time, winning your heat, and a pretty solid start to the feature event. I mean, what kind of fell apart there towards the middle to end of it for you?
I just kind of made some mistakes. I got on the bottom there and thought I could hang with them on the bottom, and I wasn't making that work, and went to the top, and the lines of guys were running in front of me. It was hard to get around and get around them, but they ran a good race, and hats off to, I think Adam won. He did a good job, and he was quick, so yeah, pretty good night.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, just the bottom seemed like it was so slick at the beginning of the feature.
Yeah, I was hoping the top would slow down a little bit, and it never really did, so Shane made it work. He came up, I think, he passed me there for a little while. I was up almost a second, but yeah, it was a good race for both of us, and I hate that Shane had to start in the back, but it turned out all right.
I'm about to say Shane James, our hard charger of the night, and Kai Matthews, a third place finish. Pretty good for you in your points position, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Again, that's your third place finisher, Kai Matthews.
All right, we got Mr. Boyd's up there.
Yeah, we'll bring Garrett Boyd down. Garrett Boyd's second place finish for you tonight, and after leading laps, working your way to what we thought was a potential win, and maybe even your second win of the season, comes up just short. What do you think you would have needed to get around Adam there at the end?
We can't hear you there, Mr. Boyd.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Garrett.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, a better driver sure would have helped. I struggle here, especially in big blocks. It's one of my favorite tracks. Surprising, a lot of people hate this track, but a second's not bad. So we'll go back and go to the drawing board and see how we can get faster, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good night. Was there? I guess just how was the track towards the end of the race? That's something we didn't really get a chance to ask. What was it like for you? I guess because we noticed the bottom did not work from the beginning, but did it start to slick off at the top, or what was going on there towards the end?
I think it was just a long way around. I mean, if you can kind of gentle foot around the bottom, you can kind of keep up. But if somebody knew how to run the top around here very well, they could obviously get around you because Matthews was catching me. I was just kind of in protect mode for the last probably 5 or 7 laps. It's got super rough through the middle. It made the slider line through 1 and 2 pretty hard to do, which I was really amazed that Adam did as well as he did through there. So hats off to him because I tried the same line he was running and it was just too rough to get through there for me.
All right, man. Well, a second place finish and what should points lead at least a little bit here. Shane James having a rough time throughout the night. So congrats, a great finish, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Garrett Boyd, your second place finisher, and with that, we will bring down your race winner, Adam Davis. First win of the season here in the big blocks, and man, it was wild for a majority of the race, especially middle parts. You guys were racing like it was the last lap. What did it take for you to get around everybody up at the front, being Matthews and Boyd, and then pull away at the end? I mean, you had like a 2.5 lead by the time the race was over.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I've raced so many of these ADS races, and I got a couple seconds and a couple thirds, but this is the first time I've won one, so I'm pretty happy about it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I think the track just kind of works well for me. It's not like an Eldora where you have to be right by the wall and there's nothing up there. It felt like there was a couple different ways to get around quickly, and I didn't even look down to see like if I was pulling them or not for quite a while. And then when I did, I had about 0.8, and felt pretty good.
Yeah, and I guess with that, is there anybody you wanna shout out when you're?
Yeah, thanks ADS, you guys, Speed Demon for broadcasting, and just nice enterprises, clean but drainage.
All right, man. Sounds good. Glenn, anything you wanna say to our winner?
Oh man, just congrats, man. I've been watching these last couple weeks. Good to see you actually pick up that W, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, man. But you get ready for the next race here, all right? Hopefully you have some luck on that side.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully talk to you again soon.
All righty.
All right, that's our winner, Adam Davis. And with that, we're going to take a quick break for the 360 race this evening from Volusia. We'll be back here in just a moment. We'll get a word from our sponsors.
Congratulations on becoming a member with us here at iRacing.com. This video is designed to help introduce you to the service and, most importantly, to get you on the track. Throughout this how-to series, we'll walk you through everything that iRacing has to offer. Soon, you'll feel at home among the best online community in the sim racing world.
Hi all and welcome into this iRacing video. In this video I'm going to be helping you out for anyone who's new to iRacing. We're going to be covering everything from what cars and tracks are included, how to download, what on earth is safety rating, iRating, all the different licenses, how championship points work, how the divisions work, what different race series there are and how I can enter, explain seasons and the structures and when they happen and how the races change. I'll explain to you the structure of a race, qualifying practice, etc. The new addition of the AI, which has been a brilliant, exciting addition to iRacing, which is pretty new. So if you're new, that's a good thing to learn. Explain fixed events, the difference between a test drive and a time trial, how to put some paint down on your car to make it look a bit more your own. There will be a full review coming of iRacing, it's in the works, but this video is more intended for someone who's new or on the fence or really wanted to know that a little bit more about iRacing to get them into the community. I've got plenty of how-to videos for more advanced things like how to set up force feedback, field of view, how to really deep dive into car setups, how to take your basic paint job into a complete custom paint job, general tips and tricks and overlays. I will link videos to those advanced subjects down to the description, so don't miss out on them. Alright, let's get into it.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are. Compose a cover letter that stands out thanks to flawless writing and compelling word choice. Inspire your team with a presentation free of errors in spelling, punctuation, and grammar. Impress your boss with a proposal that gets straight to the point. And be sure your writing comes across the way you intend. Download Grammarly today to review your writing before you hit send.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about price. iRacing is a subscription service, unlike most other sims they compete against, but personal opinion of mine is I'm happy where they're spending the money. It seems to go to all the new cars, new content, new tracks, bigger promotions. It's an ongoing thing, and let's face it, everything today that's a subscription service is absolutely killing it. You've probably heard of Netflix. Right, let's have a look at the pricing. 1 year, their typical price is $110 a year or $13 a month. Currently, obviously, at the time of filming, they're running a 40% off membership. They also usually have pretty good Black Friday deals. It's the one time of the year where they really do run a big promotion to either get you to renew or to get you to sign up. But mid-year promotions of this sort of amount are quite common. I've seen, obviously, I've only been a new member once. But no, I'm really happy with the pricing model. We'll get into what it's included and prices of the other cars and tracks when we get to that, but just be prepared that this is a subscription service. If you're on the fence and you're looking to only sim race for the next couple of months and not, with university or whatever your situation in life may be, this may or may not be the perfect sim for you. Okay, once you've paid and you've got yourself an iRacing account, they will use the name on your credit debit card to assign you an iRacing name. You can get, if there's someone already in iRacing with your name, you get a number appended to the end of your name. It's exactly what happened to me. So if you chuck them an email and let them know, you're give them a middle name or initial, or I'm David. I could have been shortened to Dave, for example. They're pretty flexible as long as it's a legal standing name. They're not going to let you have a nickname or an alias. Okay, once you've got the account and you're all paid, you want to log yourself into members.iracing.com. This is where you're going to do a lot of the bulk of stuff with iRacing. Now, they do have their beta software that's new that I actually use, but you still find a lot of people prefer the website to use thing. But you're going to want to come here to download the software. You're going to want to click Race, download the software. Here we go, Windows obviously. And that'll download an executable. It's pretty simple to install. There's not much point in walking you through it. It's a typical Windows installation. Once you're up and running, log in with your iRacing credentials. Now, one quick shameless plug. If while you sign up for iRacing, you want to give back to my channel, then there's a referral link in my description, my email address as well. They'll ask you if anyone referred you. It'd be great if you could use mine. It really helps me buy new content, new tracks, so I can do more race with them. Okay, end of plug. Thank you very much. Right, once the software is downloaded and installed, let's fire up the beta software. Okay, here we are in the beta software. Now, as I explained in the intro, I have a full review of this beta software, explaining every menu, how to use it, how to deep dive and get the most out of it. So go ahead and watch that. In this video, I'm just going to more cover everything you need to know as a new iRacer. So if there's anything I jump over or you don't understand, link them in the description for that video. Check it out. Okay, so this is the beta software. much like the member area website was just using, you can either use that or this to join races, look at the cars you've got, look at results, study replays, basically the general gumph of what you're going to need to do with iRacing. I'm a beta user. It's been out now for several months. It's been running really solid, and they're pushing updates to it all the time. Everyone I mention this to usually start using it and never go back to the website, but either works. Either's fine. I wanted to bring you in here first of all because we're going to look first of all at what's included. I have to admit, when I was coming into iRacing and I was looking around, I did get a bit confused what cars, tracks, series, because it is quite a steep learning curve, put it that way. Okay, we navigate to my content, and I've filtered, because I obviously own some cars and tracks, I've filtered down by just using their favorite system, all the cars that come as default. So here on the screen, every car you're going to get included with your iRacing subscription. Some standout cars, obviously you've got an Indy car, the street stock in the both normal and dirt variant, great car. The car you're probably going to get used to the most if you're a road racer, the MX-5. The rookie races are, it's a steep learning curve. You've got the spec Ford racer, the Radical, great car. You've got plenty of archived cars, cars that aren't used in active series right now, but obviously you still get access to them. It's a good mix of oval, you can filter by the different type, road, oval, dirt oval, prototypes. It's a fine bunch to start with. You're going to find yourself probably using the Mazda on the road side or the street stock on the oval side, but hey, who can I judge you? You know, we all have our own career progression, but I just wanted to outline all the cars that you're going to have out of the box. And tracks, make sure that's filtered down. Sorry. There you go. So we get some standouts there. The Charlotte Motor Speedway, a brilliant track. Lime Rock Park, absolutely love that track. Summit Point, fantastic track. If you've seen Lime Rock twice, when they rescan a track, they usually archive it, and in that way, for example, Silverstone, is that here? Yeah, this was a paid circuit. When they remodeled the new version, they give you the archive one away for free. So there are some races here, but it's not as popular as the new Silverstone. Laguna Seca, obviously I'm a road racer, so I'm always going to be telling you good standout road courses. Tsukuba, another brilliant circuit. I'm actually a fan of Okayama as well. But some really good circuits, and I say in the Mazda races you'll be racing at a mix of all the free tracks. We'll get into that in a moment, explaining the different race series and how all that works, but it's a good bunch. Now, purchasing cars and buying cars, let's get into that now. Right, so the cars you're seeing, you can see these are labelled My Cars. You want to buy more cars? You click here. Now, I would love to go through every car that's available to buy. That was just road.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with the 360 wing sprint cars here. My buddy Ice here should be here as well. We're getting ready for these sprint cars in the race here at Volusia tonight.
Yeah, got about 8 minutes to go, and we're just kind of looking through here as they race the way around. Looks like a big wreck here in turn one. Jimmy Barr.
Shorter field looks like it for these guys here. I've actually always wanted to go here. I heard it's a beautiful track. I mean, we can see it on iRacing, but I feel like in person this would be a beautiful track.
Yeah, Volusia, great experience. Home of the Dirt Car Nationals, which will be taking place here in about a month. Not even that, actually. It's a couple weeks, as a matter of fact. I think we're less than 10 days away from the start of the World of Outlaws late model series, Morton Building late model series. Under a month away now from the World of Outlaws Non-Energy Drink Sprint Car series starting back up. So, while we love the world of sim racing, it's going to be great to have like I said, the World of Outlaws and Austin Engineering Sprint Cars back on the track and starting their 90, I believe 94 or 95 race season here in just a few short weeks. See some different names here on the list so far of drivers who are on track. Jimmy Barr, Christopher Lynn, looks like Patrick Coluccio, Braden Eiler, and Trevor Royer, all different entrants for tonight's race with the 360 Sprint Car Series.
And these guys out on practice here, man, they make it look like it's easy getting these cars in there sideways.
Coming down to about 5 minutes to go, just taking a look, it looks like the track's starting to kind of slick off a little bit here just as well. Early on though, like I said, Chris Lynn is the guy to watch. 13:63 is his fastest lap of the practice session. Some guys trying to get a feel for just where they can run. Look, see, I'm watching Jimmy Barr right now. He's really just running the high line, as that may be the preferred groove throughout the night. Practice just closing up. We're kind of just taking our time here, not to be overly boring. We're just kind of here.
Makes it really nice to just figure out the audio issue I have with the motors. These guys couldn't hear them last race as much, so I figured it out over our break.
Awesome.
Oh, he's, man, hard hit there by Brandon out there.
Yeah, coming down to about 3 minutes to go. Chris Lynn, the only one on the track.
Got Mr. Jacob just jumping in here. Look like we're trying to get a group here to do a practice run here.
Yeah, not our usual suspects up at the front here in this 360 Sprint Car Series. As now I think would be a good time to take a moment and go over our point standings in the American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Car Series. Trevor Royer is your points leader. He happens to be on track right now. He's running 9th quickest overall through hot laps. Alex Trzynski is currently 2nd. He does not look like he's going to make the show this evening. Steven Fergberg is 3rd. He is currently running 4th. Ernie Williams Jr., Mason Hannigan, Daniel Boyd have not made an appearance this evening either. So that falls down to 7th place runner Jimmy Barr, currently tracking 10th quick in hot laps. Russell Berry, Jad Coate, neither one have either entered for this evening's event. Kai Matthews is 10th, and Christopher Lynn, who happens to be quickest through hot laps, is 11th. And that is through 5 weeks of action here. Remember though, tomorrow night in the American Dirt Series, we will be back once again running the winter UMP modified season, and the pro late model season continues as well. Both of those, the UMP modifieds are going to be running, looks like Bristol Dirt, and it looks as though they will be running USA International in the pro late models tomorrow night. So definitely make sure you tune in for that. Should be a good show. The late models always put on a fantastic show, as do the UMP modifieds. Here in the 360 sprint cars, sponsored by Speed Demon TV, though, they will be next weekend, next Friday night. Tune in. It'll be at Weed Sport up in New York. It's going to be a great show, always put on there. And for the big blocks, with which you just saw, they will be running Lima Land. So 2 really good tracks for those kinds of cars. Hot lap session's getting set to end here with about 6 seconds to go. It looks like Chris Lynn is going to have your fastest lap through hot laps. A 13:63, 13:63 is the fastest. Second place is Brett Wheeler with a 13:66. Kai Matthews with a 13:68, along with Stephen Fergberg. And Jacob Doak rounds out your top 5, a 13:71. And with that, it is time for our qualifying session this evening. 3 minutes, 2 laps apiece. Stephen Fergberg, your first one on track this evening, here to qualify. Through 3 and 4, he comes to the green flag. Jacob Doak, Patrick Coluccio, Trevor Royer also on track at the moment. But we're going to take a look from the guy who was out here first. Fergberg off 3 and 4. Start finish line. Quick time set 14:52, 14:52 for the driver of the 29. Through 3 and 4 for his second lap. Fergberg 14:41. First lap from Jacob Doak goes second quick, a 14:52. Coluccio, a 14:69. And Trevor Royer, the points leader, 14:47. Shane James goes top of the board, a 14:36 here early on. Quick time reset. Kai Matthews, 14:35. Trevor Royer back up to the top of the board, 14:33. That's how quick it's going to change. Shane James going to try to answer back. Brett Wheeler goes quick time, a 14:31. Shane James did not answer. Jimmy Barr and Christopher Lynn both clock times in the top 5 and 6. Cody Olson goes 6 quick. And it looks like Cody Olson has 1 lap to make to finish this out. Comes to the start finish line. Cody Olson, 6 quick. With a minute left to go, there's only 1 car who has not qualified. That is Braden Eiler. We will see if we see him out on the track at any point in the next 50 seconds. Looks as though we are not going to see a lap from Eiler, which means your heat races will be set. Brett Wheeler going to be your quick time award winner this evening in that 56 car with a 14:31. Again, that time 14:31. Qualifying comes to an end. And they're going to line them up for the heat races now. 6 cars scheduled to go here for the heat race. Brett Wheeler, Kai Matthews on your front row. Jimmy Barr and Christopher Lynn will be your second row, starting third and fourth. Jacob Doak and Braden Eiler will round out the field in row 3. Waiting on Jacob Doak to make his move to the grid, which he does. And at any moment now, the pace truck will pull off. Eight laps for the heat race tonight. Here at this half-mile flat track of Volusia Speedway Park. Glenn, who you got here in this heat?
Well, as fast as he was, I mean, I'm not going to put nothing against Kyle Matthews here, but as fast as Brett Wheeler was, I might have to give it to him. Be straight honest for heat race win number 1 here.
Yeah, I'm going to look in the back of the field. Starting in 6th place, Braden Eiler. I think he's going to find a way to pull it through here. The iRacing World of Outlaw NASA Engineering Sprint Car Pro Series driver. Always a guy to watch here. Gonna make another lap around. Here we go. Through 3 and 4. Pace truck gonna pull off. And here we go. Green flag in a 360 sprint car. Heat race number 1. And Braden Eiler making a move early on to the outside. Gets around. He's all the way up to 3rd. Here through just 2 corners. Braden Eiler making huge moves through the field early on. Brett Wheeler and Kai Matthews do hold positions 1 and 2 at the current time. Look back and forth, that's Jimmy Barr. 5th is Christopher Lynn, and 6th is Jacob Doak. As they move their way, 6 to go here in heat number 1. Brett Wheeler, these guys have got it going on around the top side of this racetrack right at the moment. Jimmy Barr trying to use, it looks like a little bit of a slider line through 1 and 2. As Eiler looks to be closing in on your top 2. Definitely closing in on 2nd place, Kai Matthews. Eiler turns it down underneath. He's going to try to make the pass in a 3 and 4. Not able to get the slide job complete. He loses some ground, going to fall back in 3rd and try to get back up there and do it again. Meanwhile, Brett Wheeler and Kai Matthews pulling away just a little bit, about 0.2 of a second, the lead for Brett Wheeler over Kai Matthews. Look back further in the field, Jimmy Barr and Christopher Lynn are running 4th and 5th right now. Those two not quite battling each other for position at the moment. As Matthews going to try to make a move to the inside of Brett Wheeler, not going to get it as Wheeler's going to get the run off of turn number 4. White flag in the air here for heat race number 1. Kai Matthews going to try to make a full send move here. Slide job through 3 and 4. Matthews through a line. It looks like Brett Wheeler is going to win heat race number 1. An exciting finish. Clean and green all the way for 8 laps. And the big mover for heat number 1, Braden Eiler, ends up in 3rd.
Just to let you know, that finish was a nose to nose. It was a 0.0 gap.
Yes, and a wonderful finish is what we just were able to witness.
All right, guys, we get lined up for heat race number 2. Your starting order for it will be Trevor Royer, points leader, will be starting 1st. Shane James will be starting 2nd. Cody Olson will be starting 3rd. Stephen Fergberg will be starting 5th. And Patrick Cahoulier will be starting actually, there's only 5 cars. I've read too many numbers.
Yep.
I thought we had another car in there.
Coluccio rounds out the field in that 99 car. The guy to watch here, I think we all know the points leader, Trevor Royer, starting on the pole. And going to try to go flag to flag here in this race.
He's going to have a tough challenge there when Shane James is starting on his outside here for this heat race number 2.
Yep. Royer, James, Fergberg, Olsen, Coluccio. 1 to green here. Remember, leaders go when the green flag drops on the initial start of the heat races and the main events in every series here in the American Dirt Race. Alright, here we go. Pace truck through 3 and 4. Gonna pull off the track out of turn number 4. And green flag in the air. Trevor Royer leads him to the green. Through turns 1 and 2. Royer out front. Cody Olsen goes around in the back. Looks like he's able to keep it going. Royer out front here in that 90 car. Shane James trying to find a way to get to him and around him. And behind them, Stephen Fergberg having a pretty solid start to his heat race as well. All 3 of them in a pretty tight battle, about 6 tenths between the 3. Royer leads. 4 laps to go this time. Fergberg to the outside. Looks like he's going to have a huge run on Shane James down the back straightaway. James trying to make a run through the slicked off part of the track. It is not working. Move Fergberg up to second. Stephen Fergberg takes second place away from Shane James. However, Trevor Royer out front by what's now 9 tenths of a second, make that a whole second at the line. With 2 to go, your points leader is well on his way to an outside pole start in the heat or in the main event. White flag in the air for Trevor Royer. Down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Heat race number 2 belongs to Trevor Royer. Coming in second is going to be Stephen Fergberg, Shane James third, Patrick Coluccio fourth, and Cody Olsen in fifth. And with that, the starting lineup has been set for tonight's main event. But before we do that, it will be time for our 5-minute warm-up. All right, Glenn, you know the question. Who are you looking for here tonight in this main event?
I'm going to pull one out of your hat you pulled in the heat race. The way he was racing, I just don't think he had enough laps. I'm going to go with Brendan Eiler for race 1 tonight.
Yeah, Braden Eiler early on here through this warm-up actually is now the fastest on the track. Hard from what we saw to count out Trevor Royer, though. He had a really good run in his heat race, got out front and just pulled away. It's going to be interesting to see where everything ends up by the time this thing's all said and done, and who's able to make their way to the front. Who ends up being our hard charger here in the 360 series as well. That's going to all be determined here in about 3 minutes.
What makes it really interesting too is it's going to change a whole lot of aspect too. These guys just did their heat races in the daytime. We're going to have a night track. This track's going to be cooled off. It's going to take a lot of, like, for guys that actually are fast off the rip on a hot track, it's going to take some time since this track's cooled off just a little bit.
Heat, not so much an issue, more so moisture staying within the track. It's going to stick around a little bit longer, especially up towards the top. The track already very, very slick towards the bottom. So that's why we've seen throughout the heat race, a lot of guys running that high line as the sun starts to go down here on Volusia Speedway Park. About 2.5 minutes to go here in the practice session. Shane James early on, the fastest here of everyone on track.
Getting that high quality hydration before we go into the heat, feature here. I was actually doing a little research for this feature starts there, Icy.
What you got?
All right, so the track, at real life, the track record holders for this in the sprint cars is actually Paul McMahon. I might be saying his name wrong. I don't want to butcher.
Paul McMahon, absolutely, yes, he is the track record holder at Volusia Speedway Park.
It's literally lasted for a decade.
Yes, it has.
He ran a 12.569 around here.
Yes. Now understand that track record is for a 410 sprint car. 360s with less horsepower are going to be running right around this 14-second mark, maybe a little bit quicker, probably at on a 13th. A flatter track like this isn't going to be quite as fast as Eldora. Now remember, Volusia Raceway Park, a half mile speedway. Located in Florida, home of the Dirt Car Nationals. And with that, it is time. Here is your starting lineup for tonight's feature event here in the American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Car Series. On the front row, Brett Wheeler and Trevor Royer. Starting in row number 2 is Kai Matthews and Stephen Fergberg. Row 3, Braden Eiler and Shane James. Row 4, Jimmy Barr and Patrick Coluccio. Row 5, Christopher Lynn and Cody Olson. And in row 6, it will be Jacob Doak rounding out the field here as they take off here for the 2 pace laps, I believe. And they will be set to go green in just a few short moments. 30 laps here the distance tonight. And it's shaping up to be a fun one. Down the back straightaway. In the turn 3 and 4. They'll get the one to go signal this time by. through 3 and 4. They're set to go racing. Pace truck off. They'll go on the green flag drops. Brett Wheeler, Trevor Royer lead us to the green. Green flag in the air at Volusia Raceway Park. And through turns 1 and 2 early on, Brett Wheeler is your race leader, but here comes Trevor Royer down to the inside. Slide job through 3 and 4. First lap led. Don't know who had it. It looks like Brett Wheeler may have been the race leader.
Big
The
wreck.
car up in the wall early on.
That's Shane James.
Shane James in the wall and over. And turns 1 and 2 on lap number 2 as the car will come out. Looks like he caught the wall entering turn 1 and just sent him for a wild ride. Lucky nobody else got caught up in that one. Huge wreck, but early on, some really great action. Cody Olson up 3 spots on that start on that first lap of the race. Jimmy Barr gained a spot. Braden Eiler gained a spot. So we've got some big movers early on.
I was seeing though, I think Cody Olson actually found some speed in that warm-up. He was, I believe, close to like 3rd or 4th fastest in that warm-up round they had.
Yeah, Cody Olson had some quick laps put down. Going to be exciting. We will see what happens here, as I'm not sure if they're going to double them up or not to go back racing. They should, but that's to be determined. Brett Wheeler, your race leader early on. Alright, it looks like it's going to be a single file restart. Not intentionally that it's going to be a single file restart, but that is just how it looks like it's going to be this evening. With that being said, Brett Wheeler, Trevor Royer, Kai Matthews, Braden Eiler, Stephen Fergberg, your top 5, as they set to drop the green flag here. Pace truck goes down pit road, and here we go. Wheeler leads him to the green. In the 1 and 2, Wheeler and Royer take the top side. Kai Matthews tries to ride the bottom. He kept pace for the first lap, half lap, and it looks like he's going to keep it for now. But Braden Eiler right behind him trying to make a run at him out of turn number 2. Eiler having a little bit of trouble. Looks like he tagged the wall a little bit going into 3. Able to hold off Fergberg. Down the back straightaway they go into 3 and 4. Wheeler continues to lead here. Royer second, about 3/4 tenths off. As Braden Eiler looking to start catching up to Kai Matthews in the 1M. Eiler to the outside. Battle for 3rd going on right now. Give it to Braden Eiler. He gets around Matthews. Continues to run the top, and car went over.
Patrick,
looks like Patrick Coluccio. We'll take a look here. Down the front stretch, looks like he just got into the wall and went around. Ends up on his side, and that might end his night. So Braden Eiler up to 3rd place now after the pass of Kai Matthews. Cody Olson stays in 7th. He is still your biggest mover of the race, up 3 spots from 10th. Brett Wheeler, Trevor Royer have led early on in this one. Wheeler may be the only one who's got credit for leading laps, but Royer at one point was around Wheeler coming off of turn number 4. We'll have 23 laps to go here when the race goes back green. 22 to go. Correction, when we go back green. Oh, Glenn, what are you seeing so far here through these first 7 laps?
I see a lot of guys trying to rip that high side as much as they can, but I feel like it's going to bite them later on this run just because that top side's going to wear out, and they're going to see a lot of people climbing the fence.
All right, they are double file here. Set to go green again. It looks like Brett Wheeler chose the outside line. So here we go. 22 to go when we go back green. Wheeler's going to lead him to it. Pace truck pulls in. Here we go. Green flag, back out. Tyler on the bottom there, trying to hold fast in third place for right now. He's going to try to get second. He's not going to make it happen. He's actually going to lose a spot. Looks like Matthews is going to almost get around him as Eiler is up right along the wall. Back there, Jimmy Barr right beside him. Eiler riding. He gets in the wall. Eiler up and over. Caution is going to come back out.
I don't have to go for a replay. I was on board with him with that.
Yeah, we're going to take just another look, just to double check what happened. It looked like he got caught in the wall in 3, and then when he caught where the wall opened back up in 4, up into the catch fence, his day is done.
Looked like he got speed off the wall, like the right rear caught the wall and gave him a launch, and he just couldn't counter it out of 4.
Yeah, not sure what happened, but either way, Braden Eiler, his night is likely to be done. Looks like Coluccio was given a lap back, maybe. Car on pit road here. It looks like it is Christopher Lynn. He's in the pits and pulling right back out onto the track. Get a quick little bit of repairs there. Not sure exactly what happened, but green flag's going to come back out. Brett Wheeler going to lead him. He takes the inside this time around. Looking at the second row, Jimmy Barr up 3 spots up to 4th here so far, 10 laps into the race. 19 to go as we take the green once again here at Volusia Speedway Park. Through 1 and 2, Jimmy Barr with a good run down the back straightaway on Shane James. Trevor Royer holding off Kai Matthews for second, as Brett Wheeler continues to lead here for the time being. 18 laps to go. Royer looks like he's slowly but surely making ground on Wheeler. Just not sure if he's going to be able to get around on the outside line. Looks to be the only one that's really worked so far. As Wheeler continues to pull away through 3 and 4. Everybody kind of filing out, single file so far here since the last restart. We continue to see everybody work on the top side. There's one car on the bottom. It looks like that was Fergberg who was down low. Yeah, it is. It's Fergberg trying to run the inside line. Not necessarily working for him. He is down 2 spots from the start of this race. Brett Wheeler continues to lead through 1 and 2. 14 laps to go after they cross the start finish line. About a 0.4 of a second gap to Trevor Royer, a second back to Kai Matthews, who's in 3rd. Got to go back another half second or so to get to Jimmy Barr, who's about 2 seconds back of the lead. Everybody's spreading out. right now is Royer and Wheeler continuing to have, well, Royer's continuing to try to catch Wheeler, but it's not currently working as we come to 10 laps to go here. Sounds like a car around. Not sure who it was. Could just be hearing stuff. But 9 laps to go. Brett Wheeler continuing to lead.
It looks like Trevor's trying to find a line to be able to, kind of like it was last race, the big blocks. But Trevor's just trying to find a line going top to bottom, middle, trying to find some kind of speed to get up to Brett.
Yeah, the high line is just so dominant right now. I see his battle back there in 5th. Jimmy Barr holding 4th position right at the moment. Trying to keep Shane James behind him. Barr having a tough time right now. He was up right on the back of Kai Matthews at one point, and now he's falling back all the way. And it looks like he's just going to move out of the way and let Shane James get by him here.
So we see this now. It looks like Kyle Matthews is starting to slowly rear end Trevor.
Yeah, we'll take a look here as it looks like Shane James gets around Jimmy Barr for 4th place. Barr going to take the position right back and slide him into 1 and 2. Kai Matthews trying to make something happen and catch up and maybe take 2nd place away from Trevor Royer. Currently not happening as we are now under 5 to go. 4 laps left here in this feature event. Brett Wheeler, your leader, he's got about a 1.2 second lead and counting. It's continuing to grow. 3 to go this time by. Jimmy Barr and Shane James continue to battle back here in 4th and 5th. James wants that 4th position, you'd have to believe. Top circle 6 at the line for Brett Wheeler. 2 to go. Wheeler looking for his I don't even see it. Would this be his first win of the season? I think it would be. White flag in the air. And through 3 and 4, Brett Wheeler is going to take the feature at Volusia. Trevor Warrior 2nd and Kai Williams 3rd.
It looks
Jimmy
like
Barr comes home 4th and Shane James 5th. Cody Olson, hard charger of the night, in 6th. Stephen Fergberg 7th. Jacob Doak 8th. Christopher Lynn 9th. Patrick Lucio 10th. And Braden Eiler finishes out 11th place. And with that, we will bring up our top 3 from tonight's feature event. And with that, we will start with, well, 3rd place. Kai Matthews, you come home 3rd once again this evening, and another really solid run. It just looked like you really didn't have much for the top 2, and nobody was able to really compete behind you. But what was it like from your perspective throughout the race?
It was pretty good. I really don't know what I'm doing in these at all anymore. I haven't ran them in years, but we're slowly getting better with them, and we'll just keep playing and see if we can get towards the front.
Yeah, man, it looked like a pretty tough race. It looked like the track was really slick throughout the majority of the race, especially anywhere but the top. Looked like everybody kind of had to ride the wall. Wasn't a whole lot else to do. Was there anything you think you could have done differently, or was it just kind of ride it out and let those 2 battle up front and hope for something to happen?
Honestly, my plan was just kind of ride it out around the bottom and just kind of hope everybody messed up. But the throttle control in these is way different than the late models and modifieds and stuff, and I'm just not used to it at all. So it'll take me a little while to get used to it, but once we do, we'll be all right.
All right, man. Anybody you want to shout out this evening?
Yeah, thanks the guys over at Cincy Speed, Shane, Darren, and Brad, and Sugar Dog Creative, Karen's Custard and Hamburgers, Dexter Ag, you guys for putting the broadcast on, and Cody and the boys for putting the league on. It's been a good one.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night in the league. I know you're running really well in the late model so far this season, so we'll see you there.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. All right. right, third place finisher Kai Matthews. As he finds his way in third, and now we'll bring in our second place finisher, and that will be Trevor Royer. All right, Trevor, you had a great run this evening. Finished at second. It looked like you just didn't have enough to keep up with Brett Wheeler there towards the end of the race. So was there anything? Take us through that last restart and really the last few laps as you tried to catch him. Just didn't seem like you had it for him.
Yeah, Brett was quick, man. He was running the middle 1 and 2 there, and I couldn't get it to work like he was, so I was kind of committed to like run mid slider up to the top, and I just couldn't get the drive out of the corner that I wanted. I felt like I was a little bit better in 3 and 4, but he was killing me in 1 and 2 and just slowly pulling away. So hats off to Brett. Really good driver, especially for somebody who doesn't run a lot. Other than that, good race. I didn't really have any pressure from behind. I thought Braden was going to give me a run there. I seen him poke his nose once, and then I'm not sure what happened after that. But overall, not a bad run. I'll take a second place, especially with my teammate. So not bad.
All right, man. Anybody you want to shout out this evening?
Yeah, my team, Black Diamond Motorsports. You guys at Speed Demon TV for putting this broadcast on. Cody for starting American Dirt Series back up. I ran it way back when he ran it before, and not quite the car count that I'm sure he'd like, but still good racing nevertheless. Also want to thank Drew Neal, 19 Designs, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, and everybody who tuned in to watch. Hopefully it was a pretty good show for you guys.
Yeah, with races like that, definitely for sure to see car counts continue to increase. A great run tonight, man, and look forward to see you again next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that was second place finisher Trevor Royer, and with that, now we bring in race winner Brett Wheeler. And Brett, you led, I believe, you led flag to flag this evening. So just take us through your night and how it all went for you.
Yeah, it was a pretty good night. I was actually expecting to go to USA in the 360s. That's what sort of kept me around. But again, like USA, Volusia is probably one of my better tracks in 360s. When I decide to race, I figured, hey, why not come out and see what I can do, and end up coming away with quick time, heat win, and leading all 30 laps of the feature tonight.
Yeah, a fantastic run, and it really looked like the top side was just hooked up for you, man. Then they were talking about you also ran the middle through 1 and 2. Take us through that, because that was interesting for me to watch, seeing you kind of go and use the middle more so than everybody else that was running the right up along the wall.
Yeah, well, the first 10 laps, it was just trying to get to the top in 1 and 2, and if I could hold Trevor off at bay, I figured I'd be good late in the race. And then I think under that yellow, I was sort of looking at the middle without trying to give too much away. I kept looking at it, and I just thought, it's probably going to come in. I've seen it come in here before, and tracks sort of played out similar to how I thought there might have been a bit more looser dirt down there. There wasn't too much loose dirt down there, but I went to the middle and seen that I was probably a half a tenth quicker on the previous lap to what I was running. So I figured, well, if it's working, I'll keep going down there. And I tried the middle in 3 and 4. It just wasn't as good as what the top was. But yeah, we're overall we're pretty happy with how we ended up here tonight.
All right, man. Anybody you'd like to thank this evening?
Yeah, absolutely. Cody, everybody that puts on the American Dirt Series, you guys, Speed Demon TV, and of course sponsors on my car and a couple of teams, Black Diamond Motorsports, Momentum Sim Sports. Good job on Trevor on second, and third I think was Kai. So he had a hell of a night here tonight also. But just all the guys back at Momentum Sim Sports, obviously our sponsors on the car as well. You've got Speed Shop 51. Vanderpool Construction, Juiced, Racecraft, chips in to make this possible.
All right, man. Well, lasting comments for?
Oh no, man, it was a great race all the way around. Again, congrats there, Brett, on the win, buddy. Hopefully see you here next week.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. You know, we don't get to run too often, so if we could, you know, we're in the start off with the big blocks at USA, and we're absolutely horrible in that one. So, yeah, we knew the sprint cars are up next, and you know that's my bread and butter. I don't mind running sprint cars every now and then.
Alrighty, man.
All right, Brett. Congratulations on the win. Look forward to hopefully seeing you back here.
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. Thanks. Yep, thanks, boys. Have a good night.
All right, your race winner, Brett Wheeler. And with that, that's going to close out our show this evening. Remember, tomorrow night, the UMP Modifieds, presented by Web Race Engines, and then the Cincy Speed late models as well tomorrow night. Late models will be running at USA, and then the Bristol Dirt for the UMP Modified. So don't forget about that. It should be a great show tomorrow night, and then tune in again next Friday to see the big blocks and the 360s once again. So for my co-host Glenn Grimm, I'm Tyler Isley, and we will